Yo, what's good NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, the hub of all the latest NFL news and content. In this video, I'll be bringing you guys my Week 16 NFL predictions. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the series on this channel. It means a lot to me. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I got a lot of NFL content in store all throughout the off season. With that being said, let's jump right into my predictions for this week. Starting off on Friday at 4:30 Eastern Time, the New Orleans Saints are hosting the Minnesota Vikings. The Saints finally got their quarterback and Drew Brees back as they fell short to the Kansas City Chiefs only by 3 points. They competed really well with the defending Super Bowl champions, and I think they're going to come out with the victory against the Minnesota Vikings. I have this as a final score of 28-21. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are headed to Detroit to face the Lions. It looks like Tom Brady will be bringing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back to the playoffs, and in this matchup, I'm expecting them to win easily with a final score of 31-24. The San Francisco 49ers are headed to Arizona to face the Cardinals. This is going to be a very competitive game from start to finish in my opinion, as the Arizona Cardinals have a lot to fight for as they're trying to make it to the playoffs. I think it's going to be a competitive game because it's a divisional matchup, and I feel like these two teams always play well against each other. I had the 49ers actually coming up with the upset and defeating the Cardinals with a final score of 31-28. The Miami Dolphins are headed to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. Both teams are in the hunt to make the playoffs in the AFC, and this will be a really interesting game to watch because it will determine the AFC playoff picture. The Dolphins have one of the best defenses in the NFL. Will Derek Carr step up to the occasion and prove that he needs to bring Las Vegas back to the playoffs? We will see. I predict the Dolphins actually coming out with a victory in this game with the final score of 24-17. The New York Giants are headed to Baltimore to face the Ravens. I don't think this is going to be a close game as Lamar Jackson and the Ravens look like they're back on track, and I think they're really determined to make the playoffs. I don't see Lamar Jackson missing the playoffs after winning the MVP last year, and I have the Ravens winning this game 34-21. The Atlanta Falcons are headed to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are in the driver's seat to clinch that first seed and get that bye in the AFC, and I think they're going to take care of business at home and defeat the Atlanta Falcons with ease with a final score of 36-24. The New York Jets are coming off a crazy victory as they are hosting the Cleveland Browns. Wow. Who would have thought? The New York Jets won a game and they defeated the Rams last week, and they are now not have the first pick. Wow. I don't think the Jets are going to win this game because the Browns are still trying to get the highest seed possible in the AFC, and I think the Browns are going to defeat the Jets with a final score of 31-24. The Chicago Bears are headed to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Mitch Trubisky is playing very good football for the first time in a long time as the Jaguars are trying to avoid going 1-15, or do they want to go 1-15 to get that first pick? I actually think Gardner Minshew will have a breakout game and defeat the Bears in an upset with a final score of 24-17. The Houston Texans are hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are coming off a very impressive victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers last week on Monday Night Football. The Deshaun Watson-led Texans are struggling on offense, but I think they will not have trouble against the Cincinnati Bengals. I have the Texans coming out on top with a final score of 34-24. The Indianapolis Colts are headed to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. The Steelers have lost 3 straight games and are now come back to reality. A lot of people were on top of the Steelers saying that they did not beat anybody impressive, and now we all see what's going on in Steelerland. I think that the Indianapolis Colts have a lot to prove and are trying to get the highest seed possible in the AFC as well, and I think they will come out with a victory over the Steelers with a final score of 24-14. The Carolina Panthers are going to Washington to face the football team. I think there's going to be a competitive game, and they are hoping that they can get superstar running back Christian McCaffrey back. It is still unknown, but at the moment, they are hopeful. I think the Washington football team has a lot to prove because their defense is lights out with Chase Young leading the way. I actually have Washington defeating the Panthers with a final score of 28-21. The LA Chargers are hosting the Denver Broncos in a 4:05 matchup Eastern Time. I think Justin Herbert might have his best performance of his rookie season as the Denver Broncos defense looks like they are struggling. I see the Chargers coming on top with a victory with a final score of 38-21. The Philadelphia Eagles are headed to Dallas to face the Cowboys. What's going on in Philadelphia is a really interesting story. Ever since Jalen Hurts took charge over the quarterback, he has been playing lights out. Is he the new franchise quarterback for the Eagles? We will see. I actually see the Eagles coming out with a victory against the Cowboys with a final score of 34-28. The Los Angeles Rams are going to Seattle to face the Seahawks. Rams fans might be a little embarrassed after last week's performance against the New York Jets, as Seahawks fans are jumping for joy after their division rival fell. This game is going to determine the fate of the division, and I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I have the Seattle Seahawks coming out with a victory with the final score of 34-31. Sunday Night Football kicks off with the Tennessee Titans going to Green Bay to face the Packers. This is going to be a very entertaining game on Sunday Night Football, and I'm really excited for it. I actually think the Tennessee Titans might come out with a victory because Derrick Henry is on a mission, and we all saw what happened last year with Derrick Henry when it comes to the playoffs. I think that the Tennessee Titans will come out with a victory with a final score of 34-31. Week 16 in the NFL wraps up on Monday Night Football with an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The Buffalo Bills have officially clinched the AFC East division title, and now they are going up against the New England Patriots. I think that the Bills are going to come out on top with a final score of 27-24. That does it for Touchdown Kingdom's Week 16 NFL predictions. Please let me know some of your predictions down below in the comments, and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you guys don't miss a video. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel all throughout the season. It means a lot to me, and expect a lot more NFL content throughout the off season. I hope you guys have a happy holidays and stay safe. Peace out, guys.